Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered! Today, it's going to be a match between Whiteraw and Tldpfn here on Heartbreak Ridge. Left side of the map, it is the red Protoss player, Whiteraw, and on the right side, it is the purple Protoss player, Tldpfn. Can't red versus blue this, but I figured I'd give it a shot. And yellow versus yellow in a PvP game would be kind of a nightmare, right? Right. Alright, man. So Tldpfn, I have no idea who this is. It's an unknown player as far as I'm concerned, but if you can hang with Whiteraw, then he's pretty darn good. He's probe scouting. And Whiteraw says, I don't need to probe scout, at least not this early. Alright, so it's a PvP. I think PvP is my favorite mirror matchup, other than ZVZs that go long. Whoa! A proxy pylon? What? What is this all about? Are you going to actually throw up a gateway here? Check this out. Whiteraw's complete lack of scouting is going to come back and bite him. I imagine after this gateway, he's probably going to scout. Like, usually if you're not going to scout instantly, this is probably a time you're going to do it. And yes, he's checking around. He's looking for maybe gateways inside his own base. If he follows that probe... Oh, no, he sees it. Okay, so he sees the proxy gate. And the timing here is fairly similar. Does he throw in? Oh, he throws in the pylon. No, wait. Why did Whiteraw put a pylon in his own mineral line? You think that would mess up the pathing there for the mining? That's a little bit strange. I'm sure somebody knows what's going on. But yeah, look at this. The gateway warping in. And the gateway warping in. So we're going to have Zealot here pretty quickly. Second gateway coming in here too. Is that... Okay, that one's purple. You cannot see that on the minimap, can you? No. I mean, I think that... Well, maybe that little slice... No, it's gone now. Yeah, man, that only shows purple if the probe's in there. Otherwise, that's total... I don't even know. Whatever. Is that another one? Dude, this is such an aggressive opening from Tldpfn. I'm in love with it right now. This is great. We don't get to see a lot of this, unfortunately, on the channel. But, yeah, man. We've got this Zealot's trying to kill this pylon. That is another purple pylon. Dude, this is incredible stuff right now. So either you kill the pylon or you kill the Zealot. These are your choices right now. Oh my gosh, probe does end up going down here. The probe is fighting for Tldpfn, trying to get first hits off here. But it's a 2-gate versus a 1-gate scenario. Like, this is something that Whiteraw is going to be able to hold. I don't know how much damage it's going to do either. This is such a weird, weird game. Is this probe actually stuck? Is that why it's attacking this pylon? I wonder if it is. Yeah, see, it's... I mean, the numbers here just aren't making a lot of sense. Sure, you're going to get a couple probe kills here, but it's just going to snowball in favor of Whiteraw sooner rather than later. And I don't know. I don't think this is a winning strategy to try to win this match. Another Zealot shows up, but again, look. 2 gateways. 1 gateway. Not even another gateway. Okay, there's almost another gateway back home, but it's not even done yet. And sure, probes keep dying, but this is a lot of Zealots what keep dying too. It is, in fairness, 17 to 10 workers. So somehow, Tldpfn has done some incredible work here to be economically ahead this far. That said, he's lost a lot of pylons. That's a lot of resources that he should have been spending on other things. Army value is way ahead for Whiteraw right now. Look at this. That is 5 Zealots to, like, 1. It's 5 to 1 Zealots. And I mean, maybe... I guess maybe you take a quick pit stop to take this pylon down and just depower any future hopes of further guys. Dude, is this one still in here? Oh my gosh, it's 9 probes! Whiteraw has 9 probes. Alright, so this dude has an unpowered gateway, 1 gateway back home. He is getting completely attacked here, though, by 5 Zealots who are very upset and looking to settle some scores. And I can't blame them for that either. Like, man, if you could get 1 cannon up, that'd help immensely. That's what the Forge is for here. But this is going to be a really hard counterattack hold. Where did this guy come from? Was he hiding or what? Dude, I cannot believe he has another Zealot in Whiteraw's base. This gateway's been depowered for like a minute now. This is incredible stuff. Okay, so there's your cannon. If you can buy enough time for this cannon to finish, then it will help immensely. Oh, and 2 more zealots popping out just in the gosh darn nick of time here. Pull back. Use the probes. Buy some time for this cannon to finish. It needs to... It's not gonna finish, though. Oh, the zealots do get it. Whiterot does take it down. And now it's just the abject chaos of zealots and probes fighting against enemy zealots. Wasn't there a 5th zealot somewhere? Did it die? I didn't hear a zealot die. It's not this one, is it? Maybe it's this one. I don't know. This is absolutely fantastic early game PvP stuff right now. Moving back wounded zealots. Oh, tried to get it in there. Could finish this. Dude, this one. This is like 1 hit off, man. Kill it. Ugh. Not doing it, though. And it looks like TLD has managed to hold this thing off, at least for the time being. That said, more zealots are coming in. A cannon, once again, worth its weight in gold in this situation. If you throw up a cannon here, anywhere, and it could fall back to it, it'd be so nice for him, but not doing it. He recognized how much damage the zealots were doing to that thing and decided, I don't know. It helps if it's alive, though. I don't even, like, both players are losing zealots here. That one for Whiterot is, there you go, almost dead. And it looks like he stopped sending them at this point. So, man, I have cast a game like this before, but I think it was lobies. I think it was not professional players, but this was very much what happened. Was just zealot after zealot getting sent in here. Cannons were made. It was a very intense setup. I think it was part of the Falcon Paladin Brood War $200 open, if I remember correctly. Is this a cannon? Oh my gosh, no cannons at all. That's alright, he's fine. So TLD is still up, 23 to 14 workers. He has a massive economic advantage right now. If he managed to get an expansion out, that would be huge. But guess who's got more zealots over here? Dude, the first 7 minutes of this game are just unassailably awesome. Starts with a proxy gateway. The counterattack by Whiterot has been going on forever now, it feels like. It's been absolutely intense. I mean, again, if you're trying to do this, if you're Whiterot, you're trying to kill probes. Because that's the way you get back into this thing economically. It's not working out for him so far. Both players working on Dragoons now. Singularity charge starting from Whiterot. TLD needs to get on that. He's got resources for it. There you go. He's kicking in. It is substantially later, but if he's on the defensive, it doesn't matter as much. If he's on the offensive, it does matter quite a bit. So we're going to see an expansion. This looks to me like a position out here to throw down a Nexus. Doesn't quite have the resources for it currently, but he could. And for now, I mean, we're really just gatewaying it up. Finally taking some time to take down this forward gateway, which really doesn't present much of a threat to him. I mean, the ability of TLD to get over here and throw up a pylon is not good currently. But hey, if you have nothing else to do, which they don't right now, killing that is going to be a good use of your time. It's 52 to 30 total everything. I mean, it is... TLD is way, way up. And I mean, this pylon position makes me feel like he wants to expand, but he's still not saving up resources that much. He's trying to counterattack right now, and I believe Whiterot's preparing for it. Whether or not he knows it's coming, he feels it coming. By high grounding these Dragoons and putting these guys in a choke. Which I like quite a bit. I mean, it is 3 to 4 Dragoons. It is a lot of Zealots. It is 6 Zealots to 2 Zealots, though. And now it's 4 to 4 Dragoons. Yeah, I kind of like this engagement for TLD, honestly. So then, ooh, coming around the backside. Sneaking his way through here. Ooh, canceling. Ah, it's too late for that. You're not canceling Singularity Charge. It is already done. But what you really got to do here is kind of fight together, man. Ah, it's a little bit scattered for TLD. Like, I don't know. He wasn't really fighting in the same place there at all. Reinforcement units popped out. The defender's advantage was massive there for Whiterot, and he kills everything. That was a big-time victory for Whiterot. I don't think he lost much at all there. I think he lost a Dragoon or 2, maybe a couple Zealots. But overall, just hammered that attack from TLD. So now TLD's like, well, do I want to expand? Or do I want to make 4 cannons at my front door? Which seems like a lot, but you know what? Considering the amount of army that's coming over, maybe it's not enough. This is, wow, this is good. This is some good PvP for sure. Shuttle on the way from TLD. Any sign of further tech from Whiteraw? No, not at all. Alright, so 4 cannons here. Going to be really nice against this Dragoon Zealot army, especially against the Zealots. Yeah, free shot. That Zealot is dead. Goodbye, Zealot. A little bit careless. Now you're dead. That's all it takes, man. That Dragoon dies too. This is one heck of a defensive setup. 4 cannons are really warding off Whiteraw here. He doesn't really have a numerical advantage for army either. And so attacking into this army and these cannons is just straight suicide. Natural base coming in. Ah, the natural base getting started just now for Whiteraw 2. So both players getting their naturals at 10 minutes, which is just how chaotic this game has been. A lot of the times we'll just get players get free naturals, you know, without any pressure at all. Nothing trying to kill him early, but that is not what happened here today. Both players taking some early attacks. To be fair, TLD did it first, and Whiteraw just, you know, turned about his fair play. I believe it's how that works. That's a robotic support bay, man. We got Reavers out way before Whiteraw is going to get Reavers out. I mean, Whiteraw, we're looking at just now getting a robo. So the fact that the robotics bay is done and Reavers are in production is humongous for TLD. Yeah, I mean, Whiteraw's not going to be able to break in here once there's like 1 Reaver in the mix. And it has a shuttle friend too here. Ooh, 4 pylon again. So yeah, just Reaver wanders up, gets a big hit off, bam! Knocks the shields off a bunch of these Dragoons and makes them weaker for the upcoming engagements. And Whiteraw's like, oh, Reaver tech's out, backing out a little bit. That pylon's in trouble. I'm kind of surprised he let that finish. I don't know what it's there for. Unless you're throwing up a shield battery, which would be kind of sweet, actually. A shield battery contained in PvP. Is he going to do it? This probe is not out here for nothing. Okay, it might be out there for scouting purposes, and that's it, I guess. Dude, a shield battery contained would be fun. It's kind of the current meta in StarCraft 2, but like, I don't think I've ever seen it attempted in Brood War. Well, the probe's dead now, so no. That's not happening. And this pylon's going to die. And I mean, TLD has had a forge for some time. I'm a little bit discouraged that he hasn't started any upgrades yet. He could have a massive upgrade advantage, but I guess he could have a big upgrade advantage, or he could have Reavers, and he chose to have Reavers instead. Which, sure, I get it. And guess who's making his own Reavers now? That's right, Whiteraw is. Special Tactics Man, the Ukrainian himself. Yeah, man, TLD rocking out here with 250 APM. He's solid. I don't know who this is. The Smurf list has no idea who this is. Liquipedia has no idea who this is. This name is not on any of the like TSL ladder series or Team Liquid ladder series. Setups, lists, nothing. There's nothing there that indicates who this player is whatsoever. It's kind of a mystery. So 33 to 27 workers. Whiteraw's done a good job catching back up economically to TLD, though he expanded at the same time. I guess maybe that's part of it. Are we going to shuttle in some units here? This location makes me feel like we're going to try to shuttle in some units. Maybe. Or maybe not. Yeah, TLD's thinking about engaging in here. I mean, Whiteraw's entire army is just ready and waiting. Great positioning here from Whiteraw. Another probe goes down. I don't know why TLD has all these probes wandering around the map. That's the second one to die in some time here. So we're just going to go Reaver versus Reaver. Oh! Oh! Oh, the shuttle died, though. I was going to be like he picked up his Reaver, but no. The shuttle that was carrying the Reaver went down. Both players lose their shuttles and their Reavers there. Rough stuff indeed. And that is a full retreat for TLD here. Does not like what he sees. Gonna back on out. Kills a probe. I guess the probes are to scouts because they're fast. Is that what this is? Both players are replacing their shuttles. We're on 2 base at 14 minutes, which is it's a very PvP way to go about things, I think. Citadel of Adun coming in from TLD. And once again, just ahead on the tech tree. Just ahead on researches, working on that +1 ground weapons. Where no such indication we're going for upgrades at all for Whiteraw. Nor are we going into speed lots. Or possibly Storm. Storm's very good in PvP too. Reaver hits! Woo! Big time Reaver hits! It's like, you show up to this battle without a Reaver? Well, no, not really, but it's over here inside your main base trying to kill your dudes. Why can't I click on this? There we go. That's an unopposed Reaver shot. Okay! That's the thing about Reaver shots in Mineral Lines. It's like, sometimes it's 2 workers and sometimes it's 37. You never really know what you're gonna get. Reaver shots are like a box of chocolates that way. Oh, are you kidding me? 6 HP on that shuttle. That was way too many hits. You know what, TLD, if you already had +1 attack, this would be dead. But you're a little bit late on it, and it's hurting. There's your Templar Archives. White Raw really just going Dragoon Reaver today. That's all the tech he has. He's not getting speed for Zealots. He's not getting Storm. He's just going to make a whole ton of Reavers and a whole ton of Dragoons and try to win that way, which is entirely viable. I guess the shuttle is an important part of this plan as well. DLD getting a 3rd base in the traditional 3rd base location on this map, top right. Apparently TLD had a pylon down this way, which is getting reduced to nothingness by White Ra. Again, I guess TLD liked this position. Because that's... Yep. This is a battle right now. Who's winning? Well, according to numbers and Reaver shots here, dude, the shuttle micro from TLD is kind of sick. It's not bad at all. Once again, TLD is forced to retreat, but at the same time, he was expanding. White Raw is just now getting his 3rd base getting started. So, he's late. He is late compared to this 3rd base of TLD's that is already up. So, if this... I don't know, man. TLD's been ahead the entire game. I just feel like he has. Is he down in overall supply right now? Yes, he is. Is he down in worker count? Yes, he is. But he's ahead in base count. He's got enough wherewithal to kind of hang on here against White Raw, who has done some damage to TLD's economy, in all fairness. There's your Templar Archives from White Raw. So he's catching up in tech while having a better economy, just as far as probes are concerned. But again, probably oversaturated a bit. There are some idle probes here in the main base anyway. Oh, we have some DTs in the shuttle. I didn't even realize. This DT is having a wonderful time. I'm going to take down this Dragoon. The rest of TLD's army has to retreat in shame. But the DT, there is no detection in the main base at all. Except for this observer. So that's a full, that's 3 probes down. That is a full evacuation of all workers from this base. Full evacuation. That is so much lost mining time. And yes, they're going to show up to the 3rd base. We can pretend this was a Maynard transfer, I suppose. Look at this DT running, man. Oh, could have got that probe. Thought about it. Too late. Too late. Are you going to let him... Where'd the Dragoons go? You're going to let him get in here like a fox in the hen house, man. Wait, no. Why are you over... Get in the... What is happening? They're running back. Okay, so these Dragoons are here specifically to deal with this 8-kill Dark Templar and all this lost mining time. Okay, so he's surrounded and dead, but he gets another probe kill before he goes down. That is a hero DT, man. Absolutely heroic Dark Templar. Beautiful stuff. Storm's getting researched by TLD. His 3rd base is running. He is still down by 11 workers, which is bad, but again, ton of lost mining time here from White Raw. He still has probes running around. Not quite sure what to do with their lives. Incroyable. This is a good PvP, man. Is excellent. So yeah, Storm's almost done. White Raw is making his own DTs. The atmospheric Protoss music is up. Although we're getting into a melody now. I think this music perfectly suits a DT striding across the map, don't you? I think it does. Interesting how the cape waving is part of the moving animation, not like just a generic it's always waving kind of a thing. Makes sense. It's a 1998 game, everybody. They did not really have the wherewithal or the ability to make a constantly waving cape like they did in StarCraft 2, for example. Leg enhancements on the way from TLD. I mean, he's had a Citadel forever. Finally getting into that. Man, White Raw, 43 workers to 29. TLD has not done a good job in replacing the probes that were lost. That said, he does have good saturation levels, I think, on all of his bases. Maybe could stand to have a couple more up here at the third, but not a huge number. Oh, the DTs wandered in here with help from their friendly neighborhood shuttle. So let's see. They're going to get the Cyber Core. I don't know if they're going to get the Templar Archives, though, because there is a response to this. Cyber Core down is interesting. Ooh, Forge down would be incredible. Oh, they want, snipe the High Templar, and they're running for their little DT lives, and, oh, they get an escape. They get an assist from their friendly neighborhood shuttle. That was good. Good play. Only one DT went down there. The other two escaped, got out of there, killed the High Templar, killed the Cybernetics Core. Not too shabby. Good harassment. Dude, White Raw's going to win this game. I feel like TLD was ahead substantially up until that Reaver drop happened. And then White Raws just took the opportunity to go way ahead in economy, and TLD has not recovered from that at all. No recovery whatsoever. More attempted DT droppage in the main base, getting shoved away by the defensive capabilities of TLD. 146 to 121 supply. White Raw is up. They're both on 3 base. Maybe kind of trying to set up a 4th base now. At the 12 o'clock, kind of the same story, possibly at the 12 o'clock or the 6 o'clock for White Raw. Oh no, taking the bottom right instead. So White Raw's 4th base is going to be a full-on base with gas in the bottom right, which I can't blame him for at all. +2 attack is done. There are no attack upgrades for White Raw. Like, while I feel like White Raw has the upper hand in this game, that +2 as the shuttle full of DTs goes down, that +2 to 0 attack upgrade difference, I feel like is enough to allow TLD to win this thing. Despite being down a little bit in overall army supply, that +2 attack versus +0 attack is huge. There's a little window because White Raw is working on +1. And I don't know if TLD is going to take advantage of it. I don't think he knows about it at all right now. He's just trying to set up a bit of a contain. He has... I mean, it's a lot. It is very much a lot here from White Raw, in all fairness. Oh, the storms from White Raw are just... Mwah, them are magnifique. Wow, look at him just going here. Okay, we're just mashing Zealots head first into this, getting stormed, getting reavered, storming the other side of White Raw's stuff here. The upgrade advantage does not really exist. It's only +2 to +1 right now, but hey, that went fairly well. Oh, you can kill that. You can kill that Archon. Like 2 volleys, man. Didn't even want to stick around to try to kill that Archon. Okay, so now TLD is dead. Like, that attack was good. It did kill a lot of stuff for sure. But not killing that Archon and just waiting until that window was closed. Ugh. That hurts. I don't know what he was waiting for, to be honest. Maybe for Storm on his High Templar, but hard to tell. Probe transfer coming on through to the bottom right here. TLD. Not really able to get a 4th. If you're at 24 minutes in this game and you don't even have a 4th base yet, and your opponent totally does, you're just going to have a bad time. It's 134 to 112 supply. White Raw has done some aggression, really defended pretty well more than anything else. And I really think he's got this game in the bag. Again, the 2 attack is great. The 3 attack is almost done. So if he can get into an engagement when he has +3 and White Raw's at +1, which is going to be a pretty big window. A big window this time. Ooh, High Templar snipe. All right. A little High Templar snipe action here. No more storm for you, friends. And then just dancing out when White Raw shows up. to call him on it. This Observer lagging behind everything here. And once he has the high ground, TLD turns the tables. Turns the tables here on White-Raw. Has the +3 attack to the +1 attack of the Ukrainian Protoss player. Beautiful storm, though. All over. This consistently great storms on TLD's units. He does have some High Templars show up to the party, but, I mean, honestly, yes. Just cast a storm at this point. It's 109 to 77 supply. The advantage that White-Raw has had has not really been diminished at any point in the last 10 minutes or so. His 4th base is up. 4th base just now. Actually, this isn't even... Oh, it is. 4th base almost done for TLD at the 12 o'clock. But he's down a base. He's down about 50 supply right now, which... You don't want to be down 50 supply. Yeah, I don't know. I like what TLD did in this game, but White-Raw has just been patiently exacting a plan here. He's been better in the direct engagements, and that helps a lot. Zealot's trying to get into that bottom right. Not going to do a whole lot here. Pretty good DT micro. Yeah, the Zealots are just trying to see what we're dealing with here. God, those DTs, though. That's 2 High Templar that have died. Oh, they turned themselves into an Archon to stay safe. And not this Dark Templar. I think 3 kills and 3 High Templar. Pretty good. Zealots in the 3rd base trying to accomplish some stuff, and it's some stuff, I guess. Zealots going after the Forge here in TLD's base. Sure. They might get it. Oh, the one in... Okay, alright. So White-Raw's at +2 attack and +1/+1 on the armor, whereas it's 3-0-0 for TLD. So the upgrade advantage is not as much as I kind of expected it to be here. 156 to 94 supply. It is a 50 supply advantage. The Ukrainian terror. Oh, shuttle down, though. White-Raw loses that shuttle with those DTs. Top left base coming up from TLD. Is there enough to defend this incoming attack from White-Raw, though? It doesn't. It doesn't particularly seem like it. A lot of the forces for TLD are elsewhere. And we're just... Woo! This feels like a bit of an overwhelming advantage right now for White-Raw. This base is toast. That probe storm, though, and that's your good game. TLD taps out White-Raw. Is your winner in 27 minutes and 59 seconds. And you're like, but Falcon, it's just 1 base. Yeah, but then he had access to kill this base that TLD was trying to take, and that was it, man. 3 bases versus a 4-basing White-Raw was just, this is not going to work out at all. Not even at all there. Where was the rest of his army? Hold on a second. It was somewhere. I'll give you that. Was a bunch of it, I guess a bunch of it was here in the main base trying to defend against drops, but it sure seemed like a lot of his army was missing. Compared to what White-Raw was rolling with that final engagement anyway, but yeah, I mean, most of it's down here. The Zealots are here. Yeah, good stuff, man. White-Raw just patiently dealing with the early Zealot aggression down way economically in the first few minutes of this match, and then just able to pull back, pull ahead, get a nice Reaver drop here in TLD's base that he never recovered from. TLD never could pull that off, and as a result, White-Raw was ahead and stayed that way despite, again, an upgrade disadvantage. He was working on armor, and he was working on shields, and those helped a lot in that final engagement too, but just had more stuff. Just more stuff, man, wins games. Exactly the same number of units produced here. White-Raw just killed way more. Better Storm, better Reaver hits. Was a lot of it there, too. Raised a ton of TLD's buildings. And then resources pretty even, like, really even. Total spent here is 39,105 to 39,148, which is just tight. Super tight. All right. Well, good stuff, man. That was a really, really fun PvP. Started out fast, good aggression, and then we just moved into some really nice DT drops and storms and Reaver shenanigans, and It was a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed it too, because that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.